The north of Sweden offers incredible views, wonderful outdoor activities and magical nature during its long-lasting winter. It's easy to rest and it is so much fun to be out and enjoy the season. So, what do you think? What happens when a bunch of mushers are given the chance to camp at -degrees and storm on a mountain in the north of Sweden? Exactly, we have a Musher festival. From March 13th to 15th, more than 35 mushers gathered in the breathtaking landscape near the Storulvån Mountains in Storlien. For the second time, the Åredraget Sled Dog Race took place in this stunning setting, an event brought to life by Trude and Sven, a couple whose hearts belong to these mountains. Once again, I had the privilege of capturing this incredible event on film. But this time I wasn't quite myself. I was still quite exhausted from my long journey back from Stockholm. Yet, despite the fatigue, I found myself standing at the starting line right on time, ready to dive into the magic of sled dog racing once more. Good morning. It is 7:30 right now. We got up at 6 and drove here at around 6:30, and I am checking out the best places to take pictures and photograph because they will be coming from there. And can you believe I forgot my jacket? I forgot my scarf, and I don't know where I am with my head, but today is going to be beautiful weather. Can already see it. And I'm super excited for the teams to race because this racing is much shorter than at Amundsen, and I'm really curious how that is going to be, how different this is going to be. If you've seen my video about the Amundsen Race in February, you already have a sense of how electrifying a sled dog race start can be. The raw power of these incredible dogs, the sheer energy in the air. But this time there was something even wilder. Some participants weren't racing with sleds at all. Instead, they were on skis, with their dogs pulling a pulka, a small sled attached to their harness. I could hardly believe it. The strength, the endurance, the sheer bravery it takes to race like this. I was left quite speechless. And then, just like that, everything happened so fast. The anticipation, the final countdown, the pounding of paws against the snow. The first race, a 34-kilometer journey through the sunlit winter wonderland, had begun. Believe it or not, the first mushers reached the checkpoint in just about 2 hours, having raced through this breathtaking landscape with incredible speed and precision. But what made this race truly unique was what came next. Unlike other long-distance races where mushers push on to the next checkpoint, here they would stay. The camp in Ånn would be their home for the next 2 nights, together with their dogs in this little separate world in the wilderness. What amazed me the most was how seamlessly everything was organized. This checkpoint wasn't accessible by car, yet thanks to a dedicated team of volunteer snow scooter drivers, all the mushers' gear was transported to the site. Fresh water was regularly supplied and everything they needed was made available, creating what you could call an all-inclusive musher camp. One by one, the teams arrived, hooked their sleds, setting up their camps and reuniting with their handlers and some even with family. Some sense of relief and rest settled. For me, it was the perfect time to take a breath, step away for a moment, and check on my roommate Åse back at our cozy bed and breakfast.
Oh, hey, hi, good boy, yeah, you good boy.
So I am having a break now. And I've been out since 6:30 now, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I am charging all of my stuff right now. It's all empty. So far, it has been a very, very extreme experience. I can't tell why it is so different from Amundsen. I really can't. But it is definitely different. But I have to say, the checkpoint in Ånn, the way the dogs are laying there and the mushers are building their tents, and you can really see they are getting prepared to sleep there, and the dogs are so happy with that. Like, it's such a chill and beautiful vibe, and like I could go around the dogs where they are like chilling in the straw and everything and film them and just not stop filming them. It's just so cute and so relaxing to watch. And also, of course, I talked to some mushers and they were all so kind and so sweet, and it is just a very, very nice community. I really love it. And I am extremely tired, but that's fine. That comes with the job. So I guess you will see after this some more videos from Ånn in the evening tonight. And of course, we are hoping for some northern lights. We'll see. Back at the checkpoint, it was time to relax and get some dinner that was provided by On Wheels, our incredible food supplier for the event. They served up some of the most delicious burgers, and after such an intense day, it felt really good to sit by the fire and simply enjoy the calm atmosphere. Mushers and volunteers gathered together, laughter and conversation blending with the crackling of the flames. It was one of those moments that make events like these so cozy. But before the night could settle, there was still one last participant out on the trail, the final racer pushing through the darkness, and for me, she became the true hero of the day. After an unbelievable 8 hours in the mountains, Lovisa crossed the finish line with her 2 dogs. Unlike the other mushers, she wasn't on a sled, she was skiing, pulling the polka behind her. Later that evening, I had the chance to talk to her, and she explained why she decided to pull the polka, not her dogs. She didn't want just one of her 2 dogs to carry the weight, knowing the other wasn't quite a strong puller. So instead, she took on the challenge herself, attaching the polka to her own body and powering through the entire race, not giving up, not scratching. Du har min djupaste respekt, Lovisa. And with that, the first day of Åredraget finally came to an end. Exhausted, yet fulfilled, everyone headed off to get some much-needed rest, because the adventure was far from over. I am back at the checkpoint. Good morning. Hope you can hear me. The dogs and the people are slowly getting ready. Me too. And we have some children at the start this morning. So, like, how lucky must you be to live in a country where you go for a class adventure to a sled dog race start? That is amazing. Crazy. The second day began with an amazing, nourishing breakfast prepared by On Wheels, and I couldn't have asked for a better start. The crisp morning air, the soft golden light on the snow, it was the kind of beauty that makes you pause for a moment just to take it all in. While the mushers prepared for the day's race, either 37 or 75 kilometers through the wild, the snow scooter drivers brought the children to the starting point. And just like that, the second day of the race began, sending teams of dogs and their humans into the vast, untouched wilderness once more. In the middle of the race, Marcus, a fellow ex-Berliner, invited me and another volunteer I had bonded with to venture into the Fjäll. This was my very first time on a Swedish mountain in winter, and the landscape was absolutely breathtaking. The way the weather, temperature and scenery shifted within such short distances fascinated me. I couldn't help but wonder what it must be like for the mushers, gliding in solitude through this raw, untamed nature. What thoughts ran through their minds? How does it feel to be immersed in such quiet vastness? Back at the checkpoint, I experienced another first time. I cooked my very own meal over an open fire. And in true Swedish fashion, it was kolbulle, a simple yet delicious pancake with bacon and lingonberries, a perfect fast recharge in good company. And then, before I knew it, the first participants were already arriving back at the checkpoint.
Hello emotions, hello again. As every ocean come as rain, I know my circles, I know my name. Another sequel is on the way. Oh, oh, my love, reform and rise to be so free.
After hours of running around, capturing the energy and soaking in the experience, I finally decided it was time to rest. My body was tired, my batteries, both literal and figurative, were running low, and I headed to the bed and breakfast.
Circles, we got no end. Another sequel about to land.
So after enjoying some sun and relaxing a little bit in the hotel room, I now feel ready to give you a little update on how everything is going. So far it is a very different experience from the Amundsen Race, not only because I am here alone without a car and far away from home, but also because, of course, I live in a hotel room, and but also because how the race is built is completely different, because on Amundsen Race you had a start and you had a finish, and it was long or mid-distance, and you had the checkpoints on the way, but it was one line basically. And what we have here is that they are starting every day and doing different distances. So today when I was at the checkpoint, it felt much more like a festival, kind of like a very fun family meeting dog musher festival where you camp with your loved ones, and you just, if you want or not, you race, and then you have this beautiful view in the fjells and in the forests, and yeah, you compete or you don't. And I even saw one musher, she just drove with her dogs for fun. Like, she didn't even use the racing trails. She just went off into the woods and just wanted to have some fun with her dogs. So yeah, and you can sit by the fire and just chat with others, or you are at your campground and like cuddle with your dogs, or it's just, yeah, it's a very, very different atmosphere. And I have never in my life seen something like this before. It's very special. And yeah, so far I am just extremely tired still from Stockholm, and today I can barely move my legs because yesterday we got out of the hotel at 6:30, and I was basically working until 8 in the evening. And you have to imagine, to take those pictures and videos of the dogs, you have to kneel down, and so my knees are blue because the snow is packed and hard, and my legs are just hurting because, like, do 500 squats a day, and then you know what I'm talking about. Additional to, I don't know, 40,000 steps. I have no idea, but so my legs just hurt and I am just so tired. But besides that, it's a super unique experience, and I am curious what is going to happen tomorrow, because they forecasted storm and snow. So far we had very nice weather, but we will see what will happen tomorrow. I'm curious myself. And then we have the ceremony at the end of the day, and then it's over already. Crazy. So I thought maybe it's interesting for you to know what I'm wearing when I'm outdoors. So first of all, we have 2 pairs of socks. The upper layer is smart wool socks, so they are really warm. Then we have a warm, thick, I don't know the English word for that, leggings. A normal t-shirt, and then we start with the second layer, which is for the upper parts. One sweater. Then I put on my snow pants, and I don't need another layer because we only have like 0 degrees, -2 or 3 degrees. Yeah, Åse. And this is Åse, my roommate. So now I have my pants and my 2 layers. Then I continue with my vest to keep those warm. Oh, thank you. It's nice of you. It's my sweater. It's my sweater. And then of course we need a scarf, which I bought because I forgot mine at home. And before I put on the other layers, I take all my batteries that I have. These are for the drone, these are for the camera, and I put them inside the pants that are close to my body and covered, so they stay warm as long as possible. That means they stay charged. Yeah, you want to join. You want to join. Yeah. So now we finish with the jacket that I got from Musher, who saved my life, because without this one, of course, I would be freezing to death, even though I already got offered other jackets by other volunteers. So there would have been a solution, definitely. That's right, also. And then we finish with the head that opens a lot of communication. I did a rod head, and we put on the equipment. My camera is on top, inside the backpack, and the drone, and that's the outfit. So now we have to go. I am on my way back to the checkpoint now, and what I love the most so far is talking to the mushers, because I didn't have a chance to do that on Amundsen, of course, because it's just everything is so fast and they don't, or at least I maybe could have had a chance, but I didn't have a chance, so now I have a chance. And talking to them and like really getting, it's icy, and really getting to know what they focus on, why they choose different dog breeds, and how they train and how they race, and like it's just so amazing and so interesting to get such a deep insight into that very, very, very different lifestyle. Back in this moment, I didn't yet know that this evening was going to be one of the most beautiful ones I have ever experienced. To truly understand the magic of this atmosphere, you first need to understand how these dogs function. They are pure, unstoppable energy fluff balls of excitement, born to run. If they are not given a purpose, they will pull, bark, and explode with restless energy. But for the past 2 days, they had been doing exactly what they love most: running through the snow, pulling sleds, and sharing an adventure with their favorite humans. And now they were tired, relaxed, completely at peace. At the camp, they lay curled up in the snow, safe and sound among their pack and their humans. The humans, of course, didn't have the luxury of rest. There was always something to prepare, clean, or take care of for their furry family. But for the first time in days, there was space, there was silence, and in that silence, there was time to talk. To volunteers, to fellow mushers, and, somehow, to me. They spoke to the grown-up Vanessa, the videographer capturing this event, but at the same time they spoke to the little girl inside me, the one who had always been captivated by the wild, the one who had dreamt of this very moment. Eyes wide with wonder, I listened. I asked, I absorbed every word. We nerded out over Nordic dog breeds, musher culture, different races, experiences, and, above all, our love for these incredible animals. I couldn't stop smiling. Capturing and experiencing scenes like this has a meaning to me I cannot put into words. This is for the heart only.
Don't look back, don't forget, you gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget, you gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget, you gotta let know while you can. Don't look back, don't forget, you gotta let know while you can.
It had to come as it had to come. The storm crashed into the mountains, turning the shortest and final race into a pure test of will for every musher. But these humans aren't any people. They are mushers. They were built for this, forged in resilience, bound by an unshakable trust in their dogs. And so, with the wind howling and snow swirling around them, they set off into their last challenge. 36 relentless kilometers through the mountains, through the storm. Due to the extreme weather conditions and a lack of helmets, I couldn't make my way up to the Fjäll to capture what was happening firsthand. But from the pictures I've seen and from what the mushers described, I can tell you it looked something like this. This is called a whiteout, a phenomenon where sky and ground merge into an endless wall of white, erasing the horizon, making it impossible to see even 2 meters ahead. For any hiker, this would have meant the end of the day, but for the mushers and their dogs, this was just another challenge to overcome. These dogs, incredibly intelligent and instinct-driven, did what they were born to do. They trusted their senses, using their noses to stay on track, following the faint scent of the snow scooters or the teams ahead of them. They worked tirelessly, pulling not just forward, but against the wind, countering its force to keep the sleds from veering off course. Many mushers later reported that for much of the trail they were driving with their eyes closed, either from sheer pain from the wind or snow, or because their goggles had frozen over completely. This final day was more than a 36-kilometer race. It was a battle against the elements, a test of endurance, a testament to the unbreakable bond between human and dog. What they achieved out there in the vast and merciless white will stand in the history books of the Åredraget Sled Dog Race forever. I just arrived home. Oh my god, I am completely done. I am really done. I will take a shower now and then get ready for the banquet tonight. And luckily it is a banquet for mushers, so I don't need to dress up or worry about makeup or anything. It will just be chill time together. There is the sweet awesome. I had a shower. I feel like a new human. The banquet was wonderful, heartwarming, informal, and every single hard-working soul was rewarded, got their well-deserved applause and some nourishing, very delicious food in the end. It was a perfect roundup for this amazing experience. The Åredraget will always have a special place in my heart, right next to the Amundsen. Now being part of this community has made my heart grow bigger, and I thank every single one for their kindness and their appreciation for my work. I can't wait to see you all next year.